This week on The Week Ahead, we hear what President Obama talked about while most talked about a shutdown. Plus, hear from a member of Congress on a major energy issue. Welcome to The Week Ahead. I'm Frank McCaffrey. Last week, Americans focused on a possible government shutdown, while focus on other issues was diverted. President Barack Obama addressed concerns that gas prices appear to be set now at $4 a gallon. Here's what he said.
We can start looking at electric cars and maybe natural gas cars so that we're not just using petroleum to power our vehicles. If you're getting 8 miles a gallon, you may want to think about a trade-in.
Americans for Limited Government Communications Director Rick Manning has his thoughts on this issue. Rick, this one suspiciously flew under the radar.
Well, President Obama's comments were just outrageous. They were crazy talk. At a time when Americans are hurting, at a time when the Obama economy is continuing to fail, it's not producing jobs, and in fact, it's causing massive problems in terms of inflation for food and for energy. For him to callously get up and say, oh, buy a new car, how out of touch can you be? It's just incredible that he actually went in front of people and said this, and it's on camera.
I know some of these big guys, they're all still driving their big SUVs, you know, they got their big monster trucks and everything. You're one of them? Well, now, here's my point. You know, if you're complaining about the price of gas and you're only getting 8 miles a gallon, you know, well, you may have a big family, but it's probably not that big. So, how many you have? 10 kids, you said? 10 kids? Well, you definitely need a hybrid van then.
Clearly, this is one that Obama would like to get back. The irony is that Republicans are going to be passing legislation through House Resources Committee this Wednesday that will reopen the Gulf of Mexico for energy production in a safe and intelligent manner. The House Republicans are taking this seriously. They're moving forward with bills. Congressman Doc Hastings, as chairman of the committee, has 3 pieces of legislation that should pass on Wednesday through the House committee, and we would expect to see them on the floor pretty rapidly. So while President Obama is telling everybody to buy the Chevy Volt, the House Republicans are actually doing something about the problem. The ultimate irony in this is that much of this problem is a direct result of Obama's decision to destroy the energy-producing industry in this country and put us at the mercy of those very third world countries that he's now saying we need to become energy independent from. It's time for us to get serious about energy production here domestically and start producing our own energy, drill our own oil, get our own natural gas, and yes, mine for our own coal. Until we do this, we're going to be strangled by foreign entities who hate America. President Obama's response is just so outrageous as to be almost impossible to consider.
Thank you very much, Rick. Now, staying with energy here, a new report from Cornell University concludes that natural gas from a drilling procedure known as hydraulic fracturing contributes as much as coal to global warming or even more. Louisiana Congressman John Fleming is familiar with the process of drilling for natural gas, also known as fracking. He spoke with Americans for Limited Government about this topic.
Hydrofracking is very simple. Well is dug into a rock formation that contains natural gas or oil, and then that drill is turned horizontally to go the length of a specific area of that rock formation. It's virtually impossible to have contamination of water sources. There's no documented case of death or serious injury that I know of.
Environmentalists and people such as Professor Ron Howarth of Cornell say hydrofracking or fracking emits more methane than conventional gas production. This has presented challenges for those who want to expand natural gas production.
If they succeed in attacking hydrofracking and take it out of the equation, then our access to natural gas, which has a tremendous future in this country to make us energy independent, will be greatly diminished.
Louisiana is a hub for natural gas, and after horrible hurricanes and oil spills, it could use the help of natural gas business.
We're a veritable Saudi Arabia of natural gas, and we're really beginning to push towards converting, particularly automobiles and other things, to the use of natural gas because it's cleaner. It's a $1.80 equivalent per gallon of gasoline. So it is the perfect fuel as far as we're concerned. And yet there are people in Washington who want to see that use constrained as well and make the cost go up.
And Congressman Fleming tells us that he recognizes that this could make our dependence on foreign energy evaporate.
Remember that in the 70s, when our first energy crisis occurred, we were 30% dependent on foreign sources of energy. Today we're 60% dependent. We need to move back to that 30% or even lower.
Congressman Fleming recently issued a statement demanding that President Barack Obama, quote, get serious on energy supply. And that's all the time we have for the week ahead. Please join us again next time. For more on these and other topics, visit netrightdaily.com.